Welcome everyone to another episode of the Warmup. I'm here with the guys. It is me, Chris Thanksgiving. We got Chef Kurt up in the building and also Kev RL. Say what's up to people who listen to us on whatever platform they're listening to us at.
What's up, fam?
So, what's up with you and your pronunciation, bro?
Well, I mean, I know that you drew inspiration from me, so I was Chef Chris.
Oh, that was your inspiration.
And then,
I told you I mean, show you the way.
You can only
you got to teach the younger generation how to stand up, bro. I'm still working on you. Long-term project.
The derivative. So the derivative just don't sound the same. You know what I'm saying? So
you're a long-term project, bro. But it's okay, little dude. I'm looking out for you.
Why you ask me a question and start over talking me? How'd that work? How you gonna ask me a question and then start over talking me? How'd that work?
Sometimes you start rambling, bro. We gotta just move on.
I was answering your question.
Nah, it sound like a bunch of riffraff.
Okay, we can just call you Lil Chris then. How about that? So.
Nah, bro. Why'd you want to take me down like that?
It's not.
I bet you were born a hater. You had to be born a hater, man.
Not really.
Off the womb, hate.
Not really. Shout out to the Iron Bowl that's coming up. If it hasn't already happened already.
Yo, Bama.
And, we already know who is going to.
Old Tide.
Okay. This is your first time rocking with us. I'm sorry for this guy. He's just so rude. This is a place where we talk about sports, current events, and things in between through the lens of Black culture, man. You can catch us every Wednesday on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, wherever you get your podcasts from. And again, the video side of things are on YouTube and Spotify. So again, feel free to check us out there. If you like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you want more of what you want. And feel free to hit this with the comments, and then tell a friend and help us grow, help them to see us too, get eyes on us, and helps the algorithm move us upwards. Same thing for the Spotify or the podcast side of things. If you like it, follow it, give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Do all those things, man, to show your support, and then we'll get you more here. We're gonna continue to do this anyways, but we need your help. Check us out on the social media as well. Twitter, as long as it stands for now. We don't know what's gonna happen in Twitter by the end of the year, but if they're there, we're gonna be there. And check us out there at Grindhouse NTWK. You can also check us out on IG and Reddit at Grindhouse NTWK. So feel free to check in on the profiles, get some of the latest and greatest news that we kind of drop, or some of the things that we kind of see from our perspective, and see when the new videos drop. Like I said, you may miss it. Catch it on the social media side. And then finally, check us out on the Discord as well. That's where we have our homegrown kind of server for people to come in and talk about sports, and also unrelated to sports things, off topics and stuff like that, in a safe space. So again, feel free to check us out at Grindhouse Network on Discord, and that is searchable in the public domain. Anything else you guys want to add? Happy Thanksgiving, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Thanksgiving. Is there a safe space what does a safe space to talk about sports look like?
Trash talking, but not insulting people. Making it safe to where at the end of the day it's all sports and harmless banter. Now I'm gonna run up on you where your address at. Things like that.
You can say that. It depends on the context.
Obviously, but in a literal context, like we ain't trying to fight over a team that we don't own. None of us own it. We don't get paid.
Yeah.
Not worth fighting for. So yeah, check us out there at all those respective locations and the respective domains. And yeah, let's just get right into it, man. It's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone who was tuned in, and happy Thanksgiving to you too. So we're gonna talk about these games though, man. The NFL is gonna have the traditional NFL games. So we're gonna do a little bit of preview and then get into some other topics surrounding Thanksgiving. So it's gonna be a Thanksgiving themed episode. And yeah, just start with some of these previews, man. First things first, man. We have the Detroit Lions, who are always in the Thanksgiving Day Bowl.
Always.
And they drew the distinct matchup of the Buffalo Bills, who have been basically, with the exception of Miami and one other team, they've been pretty much just running through most of their opponents. And so this is going to be an interesting preview of what's to come with what we expect. So, Detroit, fun team to watch. Bills, also a fun team to watch. It'd be nice to start off your Turkey Day. So, Mr. Kurt, Mr. Chef Kurt, Mr. Lil Chris, what's your thoughts on this?
Who?
What's your thoughts?
What was that last name? What was that last?
I know Chris father kids out there.
Sometimes I be sunning these.
Yeah, I don't know who Chris is following, man.
I be sunning these folks.
I don't know.
Sometimes, man.
I'm glad I can be an inspiration to you, bro. Hey, listen. So here's the thing, man. The Lions. It's sad to say, in comparing the previous seasons, this is a good season for the Lions, right? 4-6, close to 500. I haven't been this close to 500 at this junction in the year in a while. They've actually proven they can beat division rivals, right? They had some good victories, right? And the losses have been competitive. This is a very competitive and scrappy Lions team. So I would hate to see the Bills come into this game underestimating the Lions. So that's really the game I want to watch, man. That's like my key one, because Allen's been having problems getting the ball into the end zone as of late. And people are all talking about, should he change his throw, change his reads, make some type of change? But I'm like, nah, bro, just keep doing what you're doing. Not because I want them to lose, but because this is what got you here. And this is just a short blip in his career so far. I think he's going to figure that out. I think he's going to figure out how not to turn the ball over in the end zone. And hey, we'll see, man. Maybe the Lions can etch out a win or at least make this game competitive. I'm pretty sure about that. The only other one I'm interested in would be, the Giants and the boys, both 7-3 coming into the game. The Giants shocked me this year. I did not expect them to be a 7-3. Cowboys, they've been rolling. They've been doing good. They had some hiccups against the Vikings and a few other teams, but they're still solid. Eager to see what they're gonna do. My question is, it's probably too late now, but imagine this team if they get who's the receiver they're trying to get now?
Odell Beckham.
Imagine it with Odell, man. Of course he won't be there for this game because he's still on the waiver lot, trade block, wherever he's at. But that's gonna be a good game too, man. And of course, they're in the same division, so it's gonna be interesting how it affects the rankings.
Okay.
Is Odell healthy?
Odell, he's healthy. I'm not sure why no one's picked. No, it's on him. To my understanding, he's looking for the best fit for himself. I do think he had a taste of the Super Bowl and he wants to go back, or at least increase his odds. So I think he's the one that's holding out.
Yeah, I think they said that around December time is when he'll start to make his decision on where he's going to go. So as you can see, he's playing the market. He's betting people. He has his short list of teams he wants to go to. People are also lobbying for him as well, saying the star will look good on him. All this nonsense. So, look, if he goes to Dallas, sorry for wasting another year of your career, because you're not going far, even if you make it to the playoffs. I'm first round exit, maybe second.
So what makes you say that? Is it because of Dak? Is it because they've also taken some of the Russian load off of Ezekiel, and you notice it's been a good change. So what makes you say, why are you so sure that there'll be a first round exit?
It's historical evidence. They have not made it out of the first round since 1995.
Which is pretty sad.
So
Maybe they do. Maybe they do.
Yeah. You would think. You also would say the same thing about Detroit Lions, who I don't think has made the playoffs since. Or
the Lions have host of, yeah.
Or the Cleveland Browns, who haven't made it to the Super Bowl since.
As you say that, for whatever reason, and they might make a fool of me. For whatever reason, I have some faith that they'll make it past the first round this year. Barring injury, I have some faith. They've had good defenses before, but the star of that team is Chandler, man, and what he's able to do when they unleash him, and that the defense is set up to where they can unleash him. I got some faith, man. I think they'll make it past the first round this year.
Are you even having them as a shoe-in for making it into the playoffs from Jump Street? You know the NFC East is actually strong right now.
It's strong. It's strong. But yeah, I think they can. I think they're still competitive for a wild card spot.
Okay. All right. All righty then. Cool. Kev, you have anything you want to add to the Detroit Bills topic before you circle back around to the Giants and Cowboys? You have anything you want to add?
I'm surprised he was saying all those good things about Detroit. Like, as far as I know, they weren't really on and popping, but you're saying they're scrappy and they're doing some good play right now. That's surprising to me, but I expect Bills to do what they've been doing and run through them. I don't think they'll come into it underestimating them as an athlete, as a competitor. Yeah, you can fall into that trap, but nah, we roll in. It's Thanksgiving, all eyes on you. You're gonna go out there and put on a show, so I expect it to be more of the same.
Fair enough. And I agree. Actually, with all of you, both of you, Detroit is a scrappy team. They're fun to watch. Jared Goff looks better than Matthew Stafford, apparently. Top 5 quarterback. And
This season.
Oh, okay. DeAndre Swift if he's healthy, they have a good 2 running back system with actually now at this point 3, because I think DeAndre Swift, he just came back into the fold, and they still were using 2 running backs. I think Jamal Williams and I forget the other guy's name off the top of my head. And they got a good receiver, was Amon St. Ra. I can't think of his name right now. Amon Ra. Because his name is translates to the sun guy. Okay. And Amon Ra St. Brown, I think is what his name is. So, anyways, yeah, they are a scrappy team, like I said, or just like Kurt said. Yeah, they lose, but they lose competitively. Like, they're not looking like the Arizona Cardinals right about now, where they're looking like they're trying to figure out what's going on.
That's too soon, man.
Oh no!
That wound is still fresh. That's too soon.
I realized that game does not travel across national borders. They did not look too good in Mexico.
Hey, the skills got checked at customs.
It did
man.
not. It did not make it through customs. so yeah, the Detroit team is a fun team to watch. It's been probably one of the better teams to watch. And even last year was good, but they just trying to find their identity as this rough and rugged, tough football team, and they're gonna give Bills a run for their money. I don't know if that's going to translate to a win, but they'll definitely translate to a moral victory, or at least saying like, hey, we deserve to be in the same kind of space as these Bills, who are heavy favorites with Josh Allen getting all the love. So yeah. And Bills
deservedly so.
And Bills have been showing some chinks in the armor, whether it's Stephon Diggs like being held to no catches in the first half. He finally got some catches in the second half in this past game that they played this past Sunday. David Singletary has not been running the ball as well as they have hoped. And I think he finally got 3 touchdowns in the past 2 weeks, but before that he had 0 touchdowns. Josh Allen had his shoulder situation that was going on, and they dropped some games. So they're not as polished as we think they are.
And that's a key point too. The Bills dropped games, and the Lions are riding a 3-game win streak. So
there you go. And sometimes it's all about
confidence levels are going the opposite directions.
So yeah. So yeah, that's the Detroit and Bills, man. And then the Giants and Cowboys again. Cowboys are always a staple in Thanksgiving. Now this is the one that should be kicked off of the tradition, but that's fine. It is what it is. Cowboys are what you said. I thought they were 6-3. You said they're 7-3.
7-3. They're both. Them and the Giants are both 7-3.
7-3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they blew out the Minnesota Vikings. It was what, 40-3 or something. It was that was such a horrible game that happened. Tony Pollard had a breakout. Well, I don't want to say a breakout, but he did have a very good game. He had 2 touchdowns. Everyone was just eating in Dallas. I don't know what was going on with Minnesota. They fell asleep at the wheel, and they go against the Giants, who have also surprisingly been good. Daniel Jones has been throwing the ball really well. Saquon Barkley looks healthy. Defense isn't giving up just easy points, and they're making it tough as well. I think they dropped their game last Sunday, but they're not an easy out as well. And this is also a division game. This is going to be even funner because of the fact that it's a division game. So, Giants and Cowboys, what are you going to expect from the? But you already kind of mentioned it a little bit.
You touched on it.
You want to expand on that a little bit, or you good? No, okay. Kev, you have anything you want to mention on about what you expect from this game? Kev?
Oh, you switching back to me?
Yeah, Kurt. I don't know what's going on, man.
But I didn't know you didn't say a name. You just asked a question, so we were like, who are you talking to?
Yo, he threw it to you. But
I didn't hear the name. I just heard if you have anything about the game. So I'm like looking like, who is he talking to? So that's a big game, man, because it's playoff implication. Like looking at the standings, man, the Eagles are 9-1. Both the Giants and Cowboys are 7-3. The Commanders prize of 6-5, right? So it's tight. It's tight. I wouldn't talk to anybody. I wouldn't argue with anybody that said, hey, the winner of this game possibly get that spot in the playoffs, 7-3, deep into the season, it's possible. Possible. So, playoff implication, man. It's going to be a first time I think I've seen a meaningful Thanksgiving game in a while. I've seen competitive. I just can't remember the last meaningful game I've seen.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Good point.
True. And I haven't thought of anyone outside of the San Francisco-Baltimore one when there was the Ballballs, but that was years ago. Years ago.
A long time.
Yes. Kev, do you have anything you want to expand upon on what you expect out of this game?
I'm just watching it for fun. I'm not really a fan of either of these teams. I know Dallas is one of those America's team apparently. So
what do you say?
So they say, yeah. So they say. Since Dak been back, I've been watching a little bit of what he got going on. So I'm excited to see what he do for this game, and knowing that is what you guys have mentioned already is a meaningful one. I'm just watching it for that intensity, and knowing that it has some implications.
Yes, it has implications. Guess what it's gonna do? It's gonna go in the favor of the Giants because the Cowboys always find a way to mess themselves up and shoot themselves in the foot. So we already know that Philadelphia is probably going to be first round bye, and now it's between the Cowboys and the Giants. And they got to play twice. I don't think they even played yet. They had to play another time. Each division team has to play twice. So I just don't trust Dallas Cowboys. I've never trusted Dallas Cowboys. I don't think I've ever trusted Dallas Cowboys. So until
whole team, the organization,
players, the player. I like the players. I think Diggs and Micah Parsons are great, and also other guys.
So they get good players. And they on paper, you would think, man, this team is stellar. And then,
don't translate.
They just can't put it up. They can't put it into execution. All that talent don't be going nowhere. So it's just gonna be another year of them going nowhere. When things get tight, when the pressure gets on, they're gonna find a way to fumble or flop or something. So
I know, Chris. I got faith. I don't want to say faith is strong. I have something. I don't know what's in between disbelief and faith. I don't know, whatever that is. Put me there for the Cowboys. However, I will be transparent. The last time I had faith was a Romo-led team, and he fumbled the playoffs when they had the game won.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. How much, if you was a betting man, how much money do you put on it?
Oh wow! For this game?
Yeah.
For the yard.
This is game. You know what? I would put 100.
You put $100. Okay.
100. That ain't too bad.
Yeah.
Not 101. 950 cents. Not 100 and a dime. I'll put a
Flat,
100.
even.
Actually, I'm kind of curious as to have any guys look at the odds.
No, I haven't looked.
Oh,
at the
I was curious about that too. Like, who's in the favor of it? It determines how much you want to put down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
Does it? It doesn't. Does it matter? At the
It
end of
does.
the
It
day-
does.
at
It
the
does
end of
matter.
the day, in the day, you put down $100. You put down $100 because that sounds like you committed that they're gonna win. That's a
I
good commitment.
think I'm with Vegas, man. 'Cause, right now, the Giants are plus 310 and the boys are minus 400. I think the minus is good, right?
Minus is good. So who got the minus? Dallas.
Boys, yeah. Cowboys minus 400. Giants plus 310.
Okay.
You know,
Well, you got to put 400. What is it? You have to put
You gotta put
400 down to make it
100.
100 or something like that.
but Chris, you all in, Chris. You might as well go in. You sound super confident. And as far as it stands, you in it to win a lot, from a little bit.
Yeah, if I was a betting guy, you know, it's just never been my hobby. So it's an expensive hobby. You know, you lose.
It is a very expensive.
Very
Yeah, you will. How
emotionally-
much would you put? So would you bet on the Giants?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you bet against the house, okay?
I would bet
Right.
against the house. Yeah, I would bet against the house. You know, and again, it's just because
history.
the Cowboys, man, they never live up to expectations. Except for that one year they had Deion Sanders.
they got him for at winning, man, 7.5, man. So we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. I was
One
just curious.
touchdown.
I'm just kidding. One touchdown. They gonna get one touchdown. Okay. All right, we'll see. All right. Last but not least, man, the Pats and the Vikings. The Pats have been pedantic, to say the least. I think they finally scored a touchdown against the Jets. Like the last closing seconds off of a kickoff return. There was no offensive touchdowns. That game between the Pats and the Jets last Sunday. And they're going against the Vikings, who just got rolled over by the Cowboys. They only scored a measly 3 points. Kirk Cousins went back to the other Kirk Cousins, not the winning Kirk Cousins. It's not Kirk time. It's
The football team cousins.
yeah. So it's someone else's cousin Ray. So, what are y'all expecting from this, man? I'll go with you first, Kat, because I don't know if Kirby does this.
I like to hear Kurt insight on this, but I'm looking for a bounce back win from the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They got their foot handed to them in their mouth last week, so it's like, all right, man, we can't have this happen twice. And I think they got New England. I think they got the Pats. I wouldn't see too much of a struggle there, but hoping it's still competitive nonetheless.
Okay. Kurt, what do you got?
Man, I want to say the Vikings because we know they have the firepower when Cousins is acting like a blood relative and not like not that fake cousin, right?
Okay.
Oh, bro, you blood. Oh, nah. How you related again? They have it, but for whatever reason, I'm really curious about this now. For whatever reason, Kirk Cousins does not show up. We know the Monday Night Football stat. He has worst winning percentage out of any quarterback for Monday Night Football. The last game was a primetime game. It's like when the spotlight is on him, I don't know if he overthinks, if it's anxiety, or if there's any correlation at all. Maybe it's just how the cookie crumbles, but he does not show up when, I don't say when the team needs him, but when the spotlight is on him, right? It's just really weird. As far as the Pats, let's check on that defense, man. That's what's getting them through these games. I mean, all that stuff you just said, they're still 6-4, right? Which is commendable. This is Drew Bledsoe's Belichick, right? Back young Tom Brady. We're gonna run the ball down the throws. Brady make a couple of passes. Defense on me.
Yeah.
This one, it's a toss up for me on these two, man, because out of Vikings, like to Kel's point, it's a bounce back game, but I just don't know my faith in Cousins. Pats offense is anemic at best, but with Belichick, this is extra motivation. He loves the spotlight stuff, right? So I will put 25 on the Pats.
35. 35 or 25?
No,
25.
25.
25. Oh, okay. So you're less.
Okay.
Hold on. So you're less confident with the Pats
less.
than the Cowboys.
The Cowboys?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I told you last time I was confident in the Cowboys, Rumblegate happened with Rumble, so we'll see what happens.
Well, you know, you're really just making the narrative easier for me. So that's the last.
We'll see,
time.
man.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna shoot you that text, like either it's gonna be an exciting text or it's gonna be like, hey, so what you doing next week, bro? I want to acknowledge the game. How was your? Are you ready for dinner?
Yikes. So yeah, the Pats and Vikings. Yeah, Pats offensively is very mediocre. Vikings though, it can also be mediocre. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the Vikings, man. They got so embarrassed past Sunday. I feel like they don't want to do that again. I think that, you know, a lot of the way that the players were feeling was like, yo, this is unacceptable. This sucked. They don't like that feeling. So I feel like they'll come with a little bit of urgency this time. Pats are probably going to take away their first option being Justin Jefferson, hopefully Dalvin Cook, or Adam Thielen. We rarely see. Or Kirk Cousins. Someone has to make a play, you know. So hopefully that will, you know, convert into some type of positive win or positive disposition for the Vikings over the Pats. And I mean, Pats are good. Obviously, the defense is always sound, but you know their offense leaves much to be desired. They should probably do a lot of running, pounding the ball, controlling the clock and things like that to keep everyone ice cold. But you know, if you really want to win, you do what you gotta do. So I got the Vikings. I don't know what I'm putting on them. I'll probably put 50. Retribution 50.
It's not bad bet.
Okay.
They won 7 games with one score. So I mean they're good in close games.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they outscore their opponents in the fourth quarter in the games that they win. So I mean
That's important.
yeah. They're strong closers. The times they lost is powerful offenses blowing them out. They can't catch up. So, you know, as I'm speaking about it now with the stuff you just added, it's playing to the Patriots. It's not to their favor anymore.
Yeah. Unless they get the tapes. I don't know. They get the tapes and then be like, oh, this is what they're going to do. But
Oh, wow.
Speculation. We don't know. Look.
Bro, that's so
It's not
long
official.
ago, man.
It's not official. They don't do that anymore. They stopped doing that.
Andrew Luck was still in the league then, bro.
Oh, wow. No. They still, I don't know. I thought it was like last year. You know, look, I don't follow the Patriots like that. Who knows? So, you know, have whoever the Belichick magic is, I'm sure he has some in his little pixie dust pouch that he can spray
into.
so,
Little fatty.
yeah, deflate some of the ball. Whatever he does, I don't know what he does. I'm just saying he has things. He has things. He's a very cunning coach. So yeah, we'll see. So anything else you guys want to add about the football preview before we get into the more exciting side of things?
I got 2 points, man. This is the first time in 8 years that 5 teams come into Thanksgiving with the winning record. That's another reason to watch. And this is also the first year of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration. From here on out, it's going to be called the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration. JMTC. I don't know how they're going to shorten that up, man. That's a lot of words. Celebration makes me think of something more than just a football game, right? It's a lot. I wish I was on that committee. I like the John Madden name. Why not just John Madden Thanksgiving? I don't know, but hey, it's the first year for that, so just want to put out those 2 things.
It must have been a military personnel came in with the naming convention of that, because there's a lot of acronyms. It doesn't sound nice. It's a lot of syllables. So
No, our acronyms, you can normally say it. Keep it simple. This is JMTC. I don't even know what word that makes. JMTC. I don't know. Jim, I don't know.
Okay, keep it at that then. All right, so let's move on to
I'm confused. Real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Why don't they pick good teams to play for Thanksgiving? To me, it's so opposite to the NBA, where whenever it's like MLK or Christmas. They really have really good matchups. Like, you kind of want to watch all games, and they be having like 5 games. What's the motivation there?
I don't know. I know that there is tradition that Detroit plays and Dallas plays every Thursday. And I want to say at one point it was Washington, but I haven't seen them play lately. So maybe they finally removed them. I don't know. I don't know what the motivation is behind it. But Dallas plays every year. Detroit plays every year. There's some type of historical context on that.
I think, it has to be. For a second, I thought that the Lions had a contract with NFL to lose games. I don't know on Thanksgiving. That's a good question. I know they were the first ones to pitch the idea to the NFL. So,
hey,
Long hold.
Yeah, my idea. I'm here forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, in perpetuity. So, anywho, all right, yeah, let's keep it on. Moving on to a lighter thing, bad thing that can tear families apart. Food, the debate. What should be what? How should you pronounce it? Is it, the pecan or pecan? I didn't know that could have been a good question right there. Pecan or pecan. But anyways, got some hot topics here, man. We can probably use some of these minds. Hopefully they're on the right side of history and, tell us which one they prefer, which one is the better one of the two in this versus round of food. So first one, stuffing versus dressing. Which one do you prefer? Which one is the authentic one? Which one should be the stamp for Thanksgiving food culture? I'll start with you, Kurt. Don't let me down.
Bro, there's only one answer, man. It's dressing. Who will pick stuffing over dressing?
I think Chris would, honestly speaking.
I'm not shocked.
Why? Why would I pick stuffing over dressing? Why would I pick dressing over stuffing? Or stuffing over dressing. Why would I pick stuffing at all? You guys know what stuffing is?
All right.
We're on the same page.
I had me worried there for a minute.
Why did y'all think that I would not pick that I would not pick dressing?
It wouldn't shock me.
I don't know.
You like to be a contrarian. If you see everybody going one way, you be like, I'm gonna go down this path over here.
No.
Hey, sometimes it be like that,
No.
Yeah, sometimes.
No, sometimes I just have more of an understanding as why one thing should be the thing. So, but stuffing, it got celery in it. That kind of throws me off. Sometimes it's in the turkey. It throws me off. Some people put stuff in it that I ain't never seen. Capers. Like, I don't understand this whole stuffing. The origin of stuffing. Yeah, it's mostly bread, but it doesn't serve a purpose for me on the. It seemed like stuffing is supposed to be a compliment to the turkey. But
yeah, I think that's.
But it's a bad compliment to the turkey because you have cranberry sauce that is compliment to turkey. You have any other carb practically, right? So you're fighting for to be the sidekick, but you're not even the best sidekick on the dish. So dressing, it can be on its own. You can have dressing on a Wednesday in March, so it's just
That only shows up. It only shows up once a year, huh?
Yeah, but sometimes people have dressing. Have dressing, and they have turkey in the dressing. It's not even. There's no compliment there. It's just a standalone side. I've seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've seen that before too.
Yeah.
So,
but for some reason, like when I was just perusing online to see what the thoughts were out there, in some cases people use the terms interchangeably. Like, we're able to distinguish between the two, but have you ever thought of them as being like the same?
No.
Never.
Okay.
But you know what? I use it interchangeably, but we all know what it means. Like when people say soda or drink.
About.
Yeah, when you say soda and drink, it's Coke. Like, we already know what the answer is. Like, it's not a Pepsi, it's not a whatever. Like, the default is Coke in American culture. I don't know about.
Not a Pepsi.
Not Pepsi.
The Pepsi fans are here.
Not Pepsi.
Oh yeah.
Not Fanta. Yo, soda a drink. It's gonna probably be default to the Coke. Like that's okay.
Don't you want a Fanta? Come on, man.
Hey man, that's a copyright strike. You can't be.
It's funny how with that, all the other flavors you could call it by the color. Let me get that red. Or if it's juicy, let me get the green.
Yep.
You never hear anybody say, "Let me get that black."
Never.
There's a
Never.
Well, technically Coca-Cola or cola in general is brown. So, and then when you say brown artists, with libations.
Yeah, but I would never say that sounds terrible. Like I don't know. Like I would never say, "Hey, let me get that stuffing." I'm just putting those two together.
Oh, okay. Well, sometimes it's stuffing. Sure, we know what it is. And if it comes with celery, you're throwing it out. So, but yeah.
Which is I don't even know how those two thoughts cross. I would love to know the history. Who thought to put celery? I'm gonna make this healthy. Wow, celery. All the green stuff.
Exactly.
All the green stuff.
So yeah, shame on the American stain of that is called stuffing. Hopefully dressing has become the new standard. Moving on, sweet potatoes and yams. This has caused many a debate because some people have misconceptions about sweet potatoes and some people have misconceptions about yams. So I know Kev, you don't like either because it's full of sugar.
Okay. I rock a sweet potato.
Okay, sweet potato. Okay.
I rock a sweet potato, but at the same time, yams is true to our origin. That's originated in Africa versus sweet potato, whereas like South America. But that's the thing that we got used to. We got used to sweet potato.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. I'm sorry.
Okay. You feel the same way, Kurt?
Yeah, sweet potatoes, man. It's. I know we call them candy yams, but most of the candy yams I've had were sweet potatoes.
Oh wow, interesting. Okay, we 2 for 2. Everyone's 2 for 2. We are all out here sweet potato manning it up. I thought y'all was gonna be one of y'all was gonna be team yams, and I would be out here like, why? You gotta explain to me, like that's malarkey. But
yeah, malarkey.
But sweet potato is I definitely agree. I like my sweet potatoes. I prefer it. It's not it's way more versed from my understanding, just how it's made versus yams. Yams is fine too. Not gonna knock it, but sometimes they can overdo it. The culture.
And then the sweet potatoes already come sweet.
Yeah.
Yams have more of that neutral.
That you had to add
which works at times.
Not for this though, but yeah.
Exactly.
So cool. All right, we're 2 for 2. I thought this was gonna be more of a debate. Okay, third one: cranberry sauce. Should it be canned or homemade / made from scratch? Kurt.
I already know.
I mean, it's homemade, man, because it's Thanksgiving.
Hands down.
Yeah, because I
know you got something different to say, but yeah, go ahead, Kurt.
It's like the one day of the year that where as many things could be made from scratch, should be made from scratch, is Thanksgiving, man. That's throughout the rest of the year, we're working, we're grinding, kids schedule, all this. You got to make meals however you can. Thanksgiving, scratch, man. All the way.
With the logic. Yeah. With the sensical logic. Hey, gotta get it from scratch, Chris. You gotta get it from scratch.
Got to.
So cranberries made from scratch. It's nice.
It's excellent.
It has some characteristics there that is unique and everything. It's just really, really hard to recreate that every year across every person's rendition of cranberry sauce. Canned cranberry sauce is what you're gonna get every time you slide a can off of its gelatinous.
This guy is talking about
like an engineer.
What are you saying? What are you saying right now?
It's so cranberry sauce out of the can is so delicious. You can eat it by itself. I used to walk in and I used to walk in and just get a paper towel, get a thick slab of cranberry sauce, and just eat it by itself. That's how good it is. I like cranberries as a fruit. I like cranberries as a sauce. sometimes it can be a little tart. Sometimes it can be a little overwhelming to, you know, on the palate and stuff as well. And again, people have the different renditions. So sometimes it's a little sweeter than, no, I know I'm getting out of it every time. And that's why I'm going to go can. You know, I understand the whole tradition.
Consistency.
Yeah, it's consistency. It's all it is. But, you know, I knew,
engineer, bro.
I knew it was going to
variables.
I knew it was going to diverge.
That's a shame. That's a shame, man.
Is it a shame? I don't.
It is a shame because I ban all can stuff, period, anyway. So it's like I wouldn't even go and think to touch the can thing. It's like, period. And that slab that you even mentioned, just even using the term slab already done like turn me off. I want a little bit of chunkiness to it where like actually knew it was made from cranberries. Like that looks like purple juice turned into jello or something. I don't know what that is.
Okay, Chris wants to see the wrinkles from the curvature from the can come out of the slab.
Yes, like I knew this originated out of a can.
And I see people that actually use that as a guide to cut it,
nice.
Like at every indentation. Like, oh yeah, that's an indentation. There's an indentation.
Yeah, right there. Right
You see how ingrained it is. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Yeah, like look, I don't do any canned things. I don't do canned vegetables or anything like that. For the most part, I don't think I've had a canned vegetable in, you know, months outside of like canned corn that's going to be used for like something else. But
Smart move.
But I don't. So you know, I don't really do canned stuff. However, I know it has cranberries in there. You know how I know it has cranberries in there? Because it says so. How you know? It says so on the can. I trust the can. I trust the can.
The name on the can or the ingredient says so? Like which one says so?
Well, you know, somewhere on the can, either on the front or the back.
Somewhere on the
can. Hey, does it say cranberry or does it say cranberry flavoring?
Oh, well, you know what? Look. Who am I to sit here and let something like details ruin a good experience? So don't be out here trying to ruin my experience with these details. Is it really cranberries? Is it cranberry base? Cranberry byproduct? Like, look. You don't look. Is it good? That's a real question. How does it make you feel? It's a very festive edition. You can put it on your turkey. You can put it in your dressing. You can put it anywhere. You can put it anywhere. You can have it by itself. Again, standalone. I can't really eat cranberry from scratch as a standalone, you know, entity. So, you know.
Okay, dude, you weird, but okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's someone. Please let us know in the comments. Let us know
take a nap
if you got
and just eat it by itself.
It's just like it's cornbread. Yes.
Ain't nobody doing that with you right now, bro. Ain't nobody. If you're doing that, like this video. If you're doing that, like this video.
Okay. All right. Yes. Like it. I want to see at least 10 likes. You know what I'm saying? Just to prove.
Let's not put it on the likes. We might end up with less likes. Just leave it in the comments.
Let's say he's so confident in this and in the support for this. So I'm riding on his confidence right now.
It's delicious, man. It's delicious. I'm just trying to let you know. You gotta try it. Have you tried it? Have you tried eating off a napkin?
I'm good, man.
Okay.
Something you don't have to try. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, that's fine. So I'm the only one on the long boat, as I knew I would be eventually. And it had to come down to the cranberry sauce. That's totally fine. Fine. Whatever. All right, next one. Turkey versus ham, the main star of dishes. Which one are you guys going with? Turkey or ham? Kev, what you think? Well, I know you're a vegan, but let's say in the time where you were eating the meats.
I mean, I still had to go with the turkey even then, because, you know, we don't yam the swine out here. So put that away a long time ago. So I have to go with the turkey. I know a lot of people talk about the dryness and all that stuff, but when we used to throw it down, we had that turkey in like a bucket in a brine overnight, and it came out to perfection every time. Not my hands, you know, but I'm gonna go with the turkey. I know a lot of people don't like it because of the dryness, but give me that from scratch cranberry sauce.
Yes.
And it's all good. Good.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. Okay. Kurt, what you got?
No, Reg had the catchphrase last year, or maybe the year before last, where he said turkey was the most overrated dish on the table. And maybe so. But turkey, man, there's different ways that you can cook it. right? Because it gives you variety to the flavors. Because each way that you could cook it brings out a different aspect of it. Well, ham is ham is ham is ham. You know, I think pre-pod said I haven't heard or seen fried ham, seen fried turkey. And you can fry anything, granted, but I don't know. I'm not gonna be too excited about fried ham. However, you have people line up outside your door if you have fried turkey, and people know it's done right. Not that the high tech Bluetooth. Seen somebody have infrared fried, you know, the infrared cookers.
Fancy.
Nah, man, I don't need technology in Thanksgiving. You know, let's do this. I don't need that much tech. I don't need a wood burning stove either. Give me the regular stove, but I don't need infrared on my turkey. No infrared on my turkey.
Okay. So turkey, but not the infrared kind. Gotcha.
Yeah.
The only technology we need is the thermometer to get that temperature right.
Yes.
And the timer. That's it.
Okay. A thermometer. And... All right. Well, you know, ham is trying to find its place in history. You know, it's. Yeah, there's only so many ways you can cut you can make a ham, bake a ham, bake a ham with honey. You know, there's not really much you could do with ham. And I do like ham, but I don't like ham like that. And I don't like turkey like that. You know, honestly, but if I'm going to have to pick one, because of the versatility of what you can do with the turkey, at least what we've seen, whether it's frying, whether it's baking, whether it's basting, whether it's ejecting, whether it's you know marinating it in the brine, like doing all these things, there's ways to elevate turkey to where it's acceptable. And so for that, I'm going to go with turkey, just because it's an acceptable piece of meat in the competition between turkey and ham. I'm sure if there was any other meat that was in contention, turkey would not be up there. Chicken, Cornish hen, which is a thing. I think that's like the new alternative.
Cornish hen, you know. Yeah, I did it one time with Cornish hen. It was pretty good, you know. Injected it, you know, but still turkey is maybe because of the history of it, maybe because of the tradition.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm okay with turkey. I will give me probably like a slice. Give me some of that nice cranberry sauce and just spread it across. Let it just.
That slab.
Yeah. Oh man.
That liquid.
The way it just just looks.
Purple jello.
Who doesn't like jello though? Who doesn't like jello? That's the thing. Like you make it sound like it's a bad thing. Who doesn't like jello? That's a good nostalgic experience. You know what I'm saying? So
Thanksgiving
versus having seeds in my sauce. Like, oh, what's this in my tooth? It's stuck. Now I gotta get it out.
Oh, come on now.
So,
you just ain't doing it right.
See?
Straining your stuff, man.
See? I ain't doing it right, which means there's a problem with
you gotta be not doing it right. What you talking about seeds in your sauce?
It's a problem with the process. It's a problem with the process. So
that's why it's called from scratch, man. You gotta know the process.
Okay.
He's so innocent for the process, man. Why not buy one of those pre-made turkeys?
Because first of all, I can, and it would taste okay.
Consistent.
But I've never had a bad turkey though. I never had an experience where I'm like, why does my teeth hurt? Because I have turkey stuck in my teeth. It's like,
Okay.
So it does its job.
No one's had that specific experience.
Yeah, but
I've had some ashy turkey, bro. I've had some
ashy turkey
that I wanted to throw some baby oil, Vaseline on, right? It happens. And it's easy to do that to the birds. So
yeah, it ain't got no fat on it, so we know. So turkey it is, and then last but not least, man, the dessert that comes after you're already full and you got one more plate full of dessert that you gotta find a way to fit into your stomach before you fall out. So the official pie, I should have this open-ended. What's your go-to pie? What's the pie that you're gonna go with, Kurt?
Sweet potato. I mean, I know before the pie we talked about different pies. My personal favorite is apple pie, right? But sweet potato, man. Thanksgiving sweet potato, Christmas sweet potato.
Okay.
That's it.
He going in on the sweet potato twice. He doubling up.
No, doubling
I don't know how it can go with anything else, man. It's so good. Oh my god! Like sweet potato, what's so cool about it is its versatility. Also, you can eat it hot or cold, right? Either way. Like I've sliced it in the refrigerator, block, you know, scoop it out.
That's a feature.
Right there in my hand.
I think that's you. Yeah, that may be a you thing.
I can say, is that a feature? I can eat it hot.
Yeah, bro. Yes, you can eat it hot. You can eat it cold, man. That's one of the things that makes it so great. And it's good either way. It gives you a different experience. Hot or cold, man. It's
okay. I think that's universal across pies, but sure.
yeah. I mean, apple pie. I would prefer it hot.
Yeah, you wanna warm it up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's
Key lime. Are you gonna eat a hot key lime pie? I don't think so.
you just throw it in the trash. So it's okay.
So yeah, I don't think that's universal to all pies.
Okay. All right. That's fair. I didn't know that you were gonna throw that as a feature. You eat it hot or
Am I right?
straight out.
I didn't know either. I didn't know either till I just remembered how much I love sweet potato pie, man.
All right.
Oh man.
Kev, what's your go-to pie? Please don't say sweet potato.
It's not. I'm not really into the whole root starch pie situation. I understand it's sweet potato, but at the same time, to me, it's still potato. And I rather stick to the fruits and the nuts and those kind of things. And for me, I gotta go with the pecan pie.
Oh.
I gotta go with the pecan pie.
Okay. Not pecan.
Not pecan.
Okay.
Not pecan. I don't know what that is.
Oh.
With the pecan pie.
All right. Okay.
That's it. Missing with a pecan pie.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
I know
Pecan pie
pecan.
can.
Okay. Do you eat it cold as well as hot?
No, no. That's if you can eat it room temp and it won't be bad, but like apple pie, it's better warm.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, again, I stand alone in this arena about pies. I'm definitely not doing no sweet potato pie. Having just the fibers coming out of getting between my teeth. I got to pull it out. I ain't got time for all that. It's extra.
Again,
You would cheat the
you
Thanksgiving.
didn't do it right. You didn't do it right.
Extra
Hey,
sugar.
you should have fibers in your sweet potato. There's no fibers in your sweet
About
potato pie.
season his teeth. He's talking about fibers. Like
You didn't cook it enough.
What
bro.
is
That's
that,
a
bro?
good pie. You just had raw sweet potato and they put it on crust.
Oh,
I'm just saying, man. Look, sweet potatoes is overrated. You know what I mean? I know.
starchy though. It's starchy. Yeah, fiber.
I get it. I get it from a cultural standpoint. We want to have our own stuff. That's totally fine. And then the appropriators came and try to discover it, and then you hold on to it. No, this is sweet potato. We made this, whatever. But there's only one time ever where you start to see all of these big box brands and industries and stuff starting to have a particular branding of flavoring that pops up. And the reason is because it's so popular and it's so delicious and people be poo-pooing on it. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice, everything. It's just
Pumpkin pie?
pumpkin pie.
I know you're gonna go with that. I know you're gonna go with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pumpkin pie. Fresh,
Where
homemade.
you from?
Where am I from? I'm
You from the south?
I'm from the roots of Tennessee. I'm from the.
And that's what y'all eat pumpkin pie.
I eat
They
pumpkin.
did not eat pumpkin pie in Tennessee.
We eat.
I know that. I don't think so.
No.
That's what I gotta ask.
I had pumpkin pie before I ever even heard of this thing called sweet potato pie.
But where you had that at though? That's the question.
In the house. It was
In what house? In the house in your mama
the house
grew
I grew
you
up
up in?
in. The house I grew up in. Yes. So
Interesting.
I've had sweet potato pie too. See, I think this is what turned me off first time I ever had sweet potato pie. When I had it, they had coconut shavings on top, and I'm very sensitive against coconut. I don't like it. It's like that and bananas can be a little overbearing.
I feel like people try to force coconuts on weird things sometimes. Yeah. Go ahead.
So, but and then as I grew up, so I've always grown up on pumpkin pie because it's like, this is the better one. Why would I ever? And then I try sweet potato pie. It's fine. I see where they're trying to go after. They're trying to same similar ingredients as pumpkin pie. So I mean, I get it, but you know, at the end of the day, man, it's an American standard, and obviously it's universal in at least national, right? So yeah, pumpkin spice latte forever.
Okay.
Pumpkin spice, pumpkin bread, pumpkin spice.
That's just because of
bread.
that's because of the season, though. That's the fall, the whole fallness of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and guess what? Guess what? Headlines fall. Thanksgiving.
True.
So we don't see sweet potato latte or sweet potato cereal, or you know, you see sweet potatoes, fries. So
I'll give you it from the perspective that it's probably closer to being the official pie of Thanksgiving. I think it's the closest.
Yeah.
Being the official pie. But what you rocking with though? What I'm rocking with? Yeah. I'm gonna stick with my pecan.
I'm okay with the pecan pie. I'm gonna say pecan.
The pecan. I don't know what pecan.
So.
I don't. Man, no nuts on my pies, please.
Oh man, no nuts.
I don't like them, man. The texture. I don't want smooth and crunchy together.
Well,
you know?
well, pecans are. Oh no, I'm thinking of almonds. Never mind. No, pecans. Pecans have a chewy texture.
They do it chewy.
Yeah. It's not crunchy.
Not really
It's,
crunch. Yeah.
I don't like pecans because they get stuck in your teeth because they're so chewy. So.
You're in this teeth thing. That's what floss is for, man. Like you.
Yeah, I know, bro. Like you act like you just don't floss after Thanksgiving. I don't need you eating your raw sweet potato pies. Talking about oh my! And turkey in your teeth.
I'm just saying. I've made sweet potatoes before. I've seen pies. So it's like, look, you know what? It's fibrous. It's okay. Look, it's not meant to be in pie form, but we're gonna force the narrative that it needs to be in pie form. It's okay. It's fine. So, anything else? Any other constellations y'all want? I see you looking some up. Any other constellations you want to throw in there?
Well, I'm looking at you know how what is it? One of these I forgot what site this is, but you have a site you post a question to and people answer it. So, which do you prefer, pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie, and why? And I'm going down. I'm looking at the avatars, people's pictures. There's a particular group of people that are saying pumpkin. There's a particular group of people saying sweet potato.
I already know that's.
It's pretty obvious.
It is.
See the similarities between the pumpkin people and the sweet potato people, and every once in a while you have an outlier, right? That's cool. You know,
it happens.
I think we all know. We all aware.
It's what you grow. It's what you grow up with. You grow up with pumpkin. You're gonna be team pumpkin. You're gonna grow up with sweet potato. You're gonna think pumpkin is trash. Your baseline is always gonna be different. So it is what it is. So I understand what you're trying to say, but what is your conclusion from that?
That's it.
Sweet potato pie. Definitely, yeah. This is the official pie. Official sponsoring pie. Thanksgiving coming towards you. Did they change the name of Thanksgiving?
Not that I know of.
Is it still called Thanksgiving?
I don't know. I ain't got no memo.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But yeah, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie is a no-go.
Have you ever had pumpkin pie?
I have.
Have you ever had pumpkin?
Oh, okay. I've had it a couple of times. First time I had it was accidental. They had a sweet potato pumpkin pie. I wasn't paying attention. I was prepared for sweet potato, bit into the pumpkin. The most outlandish like facial expression, like what is? I feel like I just bit it to death. You know. So I had to go back objectively, knowing what I was eating before I ate it. It was pumpkin pie. Had it, and you know, it was full of spice. Really, you know, had a lot of different things going on. It just wasn't for me, man. I like sweet potato pie, man. You know what you're gonna get. Pumpkin pie, I think, range, all the spices you can add to it is pretty wide. And maybe that's why people like it. But potato, I know what it's supposed to taste like.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, one day, you get there. So, okay. Anything else?
I'm gonna just say this to close it out. I'm gonna say this to close it out. If you go to food.com, obviously food.com, that's like, you can't get any more basic than food.com. 21 classic Thanksgiving pies. I'm just gonna say, out of the 21, pecan shows up 3 times.
Oh,
Pumpkin shows up twice. Sweet potato shows up 1. So I'm gonna just put that out there. 3, 2,
Wow,
1.
that's shocking.
Not shocking at all, but anyway, well,
What about apple? Did apple show up at all?
Apple is on there. Yeah, apple is on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That banana cream pie is on there. That's a weird one.
Banana cream pie.
I've had a banana. It's pretty okay. I've had a banana cream pie. Okay.
All right, look at you. All right. Leave it at that. All right. We can go ahead and close up there, Bad. Anything else you guys want to add in the sign off, Bad Cat? You want to start off?
Wishing everybody a good give thanks day. You know what I mean? I know the day is all about showing appreciation for what you have, but at the same time, I do recommend we practice that on a daily basis throughout the year. Living a life or living with the attitude of gratitude, as they would say. It has many benefits. Being like a spokesman for gratitude right now. You know what I mean? Living in the present, living in the moment. It helps you a lot. So, be grateful for who you are, where you are, what you have, and who you're with at all times. That gets you through a lot. And a German mystic, this is ended off with a quote. German mystic Eckhart said, this is if you subscribe to prayers. He said, if the only prayer you said in your whole life was thank you, that would suffice. So it shows the power of being grateful. Why we do it for this day, just send the people out there. Let's make it a yearly thing, a daily thing throughout the year.
Gotcha. Cool. That is you know what? That just lets you know how easy it is just to do some of the most important tasks. So keep it simple. It's not have to be grandiose. You just be very simple and thank you. So yeah. Appreciate that, Kev. Kurt, what's your quiz? Or do you even have anything? You have a
before going to that, man, I just want to piggyback off of Kev's statement, man. Thanksgiving, put the phones down. Put the phones down. Enjoy the conversation and the camaraderie of the people that are there. Sometimes the people you see at Thanksgiving or during the holiday season that you don't see the rest of the year, right? So put the phones down. Be in the present.
If you don't take a pic, it didn't happen.
Thank you. How you gonna do a TikToker if you got the phones down?
Designated time, man. Designated time. Take the photo. Put the phone down. Enjoy everything else. Locked in here, man. Be in the present.
Be in the present. For sure.
Right. So quiz, bro. We're talking about foosball, right? We're talking about Turkey Day games. So here's my question to y'all. Which quarterback has the most career Thanksgiving passing yards on Turkey Day?
Brett Favre.
Yeah, I hear you, Brett Favre. What you think, Kev?
Thanksgiving passing yards. I'm trying to think of the quarterbacks of those teams who y'all told me always play. But I don't have any names of them.
Troy Aikman, Matthew Stafford. I know that's your guy. You probably try to.
Matthew Stafford, bro. Matt Stafford has the most career passing yards on Turkey Day. He played for the team that has the most wins on Turkey Day, and also has the most losses on Turkey Day.
Also has the most games, obviously, because that's the only way that math will work.
Turkey Day. Yeah.
So cool. Well, he has to have something outside of that Super Bowl ring.
I mean, that's the main thing that what you play for. So I don't know why you downplaying it, but okay.
No. Well, Super Bowl champion, Turkey Day king. Hey, Matt Stafford.
Okay. All right. This is what we're doing. Okay. Cool. Anything else you want to add? You want to say, shout out to all the Tiger teams in college? All right.
What you talking about?
I
can want to say roll tide, baby. Roll tide.
I can do it. Go ahead. No worries. I got it. All right. I want to shout out to all of the Tiger teams are mascots for respective colleges and universities. Tennessee State Tigers, Memphis Tigers, LSU Tigers, Clemson Tigers, Auburn Tigers, you know, Rochester Institute of Technology Tigers, Missouri Tigers. You know, I just want to shout out to all the Tigers out there. You know, if you got a game on Friday, I wish you the best of luck. I'm sure you're not going to need it because it's going to be a very easy, walkable win for you. But that's neither here nor there.
And shout out to the team that step out on the ledge and had an original name, man. Crimson Tide. Respect that.
Yeah, I know.
And follow the pack.
First of all, you
1,000 Tiger teams.
First of all, you already had your chance. I asked you, you had anything that you want to add. You didn't say anything.
I didn't know you would put that much hate on the Crimson Tide, bro.
I'm not. I didn't say anything about. I didn't say anything about the Alabama people team. West Alabama is also Tiger. West Alabama. Say what's up?
There's a lot of Tiger teams.
A lot of Tiger teams, man. So
that's a lot.
You know, I just kind of wanted to throw that out there. I'm not sure why that person is feeling the way he is. But anyways, everyone have a great, safe Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. Make sure you spend time with your family. Probably won't be available for the following week for a drop, but we will definitely be back by the beginning of December. So if you like what you hear, like what you see, tell a friend, drop the 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, drop the follow and the comments everywhere else, and hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube. And again, we're here every Wednesday. So until next Wednesday, guys, we go with the deuces.